Welcome back, friends. So today we are going to continue about the abstract window toolkit components. Earlier we learned about the buttons, checkboxes, labels. Now we are going to learn about radio button. Radio buttons are GUI components used to select one option from multiple choices. Only one option can be selected at a time. In Abstract Window Toolkit, radio buttons are created using checkbox AWT with a checkbox group AWT. Examples are nothing but male and female. So either one option only selected with the help of this. Checkbox group is used for group checkboxes. It ensures that only one checkbox is selected at a time. As you are creating the group, from that particular group, only one item is going to be selected out. This behavior makes them act like a radio button. So, example, checkbox group CG is equal to new checkbox group. Now, just consider the constructor checkbox string label checkbox group boolean state. So here label is nothing but whatever text we want to display in front of that checkbox. Group is nothing but you are creating the checkbox group. So from that group, whatever options you are providing, only one option one can select and state whether it is selected or not. At the by default one can set. So for example, checkbox CT is equal to new checkbox male comma CG comma false. Syntax checkbox group CG is equal to new checkbox group. Checkbox R1 is equal to new checkbox. Option 1 here you are providing. CG is nothing but your checkbox group object, and by default you are setting as an false for it. So it is not selected by default. Checkbox R2 is equal to new checkbox. Option 2 CG comma false, and you are just going to add that checkboxes R1 and R2. Now just consider one example program on this. Here we are going to add applet, then AWT package, then you are writing Java class radio demo which extends applet. Now init method of applet class you are writing over here, then checkbox group gender is created which is equal to new checkbox group. So here one can provide the genders. Checkbox male is equal to new checkbox male comma gender comma false. So just consider here you are creating one checkbox whose object name is male and checkbox group is gender, and by default it is not selected. Checkbox female is equal to new checkbox female is the string, gender is your checkbox group and false by default. Checkbox other is equal to new checkbox other gender and false. So as we are creating these three checkboxes, we are just going to add that checkboxes on an applet. So add male, add female and add other. Now just consider HTML file for this. HTML body applet code is equal to radiodemo.class. Width is equal to 300 and height is equal to 200 for your applet window. Applet close, body close, HTML close. Methods of your checkbox, that is radio buttons. First one, get label to returns the label text. Set label string you are providing which changes that label text. Get state returns the selected state whether it is selected or not. Set state boolean, so here we can select set that state either by providing true or false value. True is for selection, false is for deselection. Get checkbox group returns the checkbox group over here. So if you are considering radio buttons allow single selection from multiple options. It is implemented using checkbox plus checkbox group in AWT. So these two classes we require. Useful for forms and option selection in your GUI application. So many forms one can have where you are having that selection. So you are just going to use this checkbox and checkbox group in combination. Next component is choice menu, which is also known as choice list. A choice menu in a GUI component that provides a drop down list option. The user can select only one item at a time. It helps to save space in the interface compared to your list. For example, select country. So multiple countries as a drop down list you can provide. Select course. multiple courses you can provide, for example BSc IT, BSc Computer Science, MCom, BCom, like that. Select languages, so here multiple languages you can set. Just consider the syntax for this choice menu. Choice is the class whose object you are just going to create choice name, which is equal to new choice as a constructor method. Add items to the list. With the help of add method, you can add the items to the list. So choice name, which is your object of choice class, dot add method, and whatever items we want to add, that items you can add one by one. Example program on this: import java.awt.star, then public class choice example, public static void main string args. Under that you are creating one frame f, which is equal to new frame, and for that frame you are providing the name as choice example. Choice C is equal to new choice. Here you are creating the object of choice class C, and you are adding that multiple items to this choice. So C dot add Java, C dot add Python, and C dot add C++, C dot add JavaScript. So total 4 languages here you are adding over here for this choice. C dot set bounds 100, 100, 120, 30. So with the help of this you can set the mount for your choice. F dot add C. So on your frame you are just going to add that choice object. F dot set size 300, 300. So here you are setting the size for your frame. F dot set layout, that is null. So by default your whatever your flow layout is there, that is going to be set for this. F dot set visible, true. So you are setting this visible. Now just consider the methods of choice. First method, add string item. So you can add any string item at the list. Remove string item, you are just going to remove any items. Get selected item, whatever item you selected with the help of pointer, that is going to be display. Get selected index, here you are just going to return that index selected item, and select int index. So here you are providing the integer value, and at that integer value whatever the item is present, that is going to be selected out. The next component is nothing but text field. It allows user to enter or edit a single line or text, commonly used to forms, login screens, and input fields. Supports operations like getting text, setting text, and limiting characters. For example, name, email, password input. For that you are just going to create this single line text. Syntax, text field, object of that tf is equal to new text field constructor method. So constructors are total 3 types of constructors are there. First one, text field tf is equal to new text field, which is having a default text for that text field. So inside that text field you are having that text. Text field tf is equal to new text field 20. Here you are setting the how many characters you can enter inside that particular text field. So total character width you are providing over here. Text field tf is equal to new text field hello, 20. So hello is by default message, and over there 20 is the width for your text field. Now just consider the example program. Here you are importing AWT package. Then you are writing the Java class text field example. Then you are writing main method public static void main string args. Under that you are creating text field tf is equal to new text field. Tf dot set bounds 100, 100, 150, 30. F dot add tf, f dot set size 30, 300, 300, which is nothing but the size of your frame. Then you are setting this layout, which is null, and f dot set visible, which is true. Now just consider the methods text, set text, string text, which sets the text into the field. Get text, get the enter text. Set edible boolean b, so whether it is edible or not, you can set disable also. Set echo char, for password setting you can use this set echo char method. Okay, so how just consider how to set that password. Text field password is equal to new text field, and password dot set echo char, that is star. So whatever sign you want, you can provide that sign. Next component is text area, which is a multi-line input area component. It is the part of your java.awt package and can handle multiple lines, unlike text field which is having only single line. So constructor for this text area is nothing but text area, empty constructor, text area, string text, where you are providing the initial text inside that text area. Then text area, int rows and int columns. So how many rows and how many columns you want, you can provide that. Text area, string text, comma, int rows, comma, int column, comma, int scroll bars. Okay. So with the help of that, total 4 parameters one can set: text, rows, columns and scroll bar, whether it is visible or not. So total 4 scroll bar settings are there. Text area dot scroll bar, both, so vertical and horizontal, both scroll bars are displayed over there. Then text area dot scroll bars vertical only, text area dot scroll bars horizontal only, and text area dot scroll bar none. So if you don't want any scroll bar, then you can set none over there. Then methods: set text string t, which set the text for your content. Get text, whatever text you set, one can retrieve it with the help of this method. Append, one can append the text at the end of this string. Insert, string t comma int position, at a particular position one can insert the text. Replace range, string t comma int star comma int end, so it replaces text at a given range. Get rows, here you are going to get the column over here, or get column method is also there for that, row or column. Set edible boolean b, makes the text area editable and or read only. If you are setting true, then it is editable. If it is false, then it is read only. Just consider one simple example. Here you are importing a AWT package, then you are declaring Java class simple text area which extends applet. Then you are writing man method. Under that you are creating text area, TA is equal to new text area, hello AWT text area. So whatever message you want to set, you can set over here. Here after that message you are writing 5 comma 30, so total 5 rows and 30 columns we want over here. Then we are going to add that text area TA. Set size 40 comma 400 comma 200 and set visible, that is true. The last component is nothing but scroll bar in AWT, which is used to set the horizontal and vertical scroll bar on your screen. So on your frame and panel you can handle these values. Scroll bar, int orientation, int value, int visible, int mean and int max. This is nothing but the constructor for your scroll bar. Just consider one program. Here you are importing AWT package, then you are writing the class scroll bar example. Then your main method is there. After that you are declaring one frame. Inside that frame only you are going to show that scroll bar. So frame is required. Frame F is equal to new frame, scroll bar example. Scroll bar vertical scroll is equal to new scroll bar dot vertical comma 50 comma 10 comma 0 comma 100. So total values you are just providing, where minimum, maximum, initial and visible you are just setting. Scroll bar horizontal scroll is equal to new scroll bar horizontal comma 100 comma 20 comma 0 comma 200. Then you are just going to add these scroll bars to your frame. So f dot add vertical scroll comma border layout to the east. F dot add horizontal scroll border layout dot south. F dot set size 300 comma 300 and F dot set visible, that is true. So in this way you can set the scroll bar to your frame. The methods for this is nothing but get value to return the current value and set value to set the current value for your scroll bar. So these are nothing but the certain components of your AWT. Thank you.